And we're live at, I don't know, what time is it? 5 after 8 in the morning. Yay! Been up for actually not as many hours. I've not been feeling well. I still don't feel great, but I want to get stuff done. So, anyways, gonna get some things done, but first off, we have to do the social media crap. So maybe someone will actually come watch. I don't know. Maybe. Usually not, but one of these days, I gotta set this up. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I gotta remember to set this up. Probably faster starting a different browser. So right now I'm streaming in Chrome, but I have to go to Safari because I don't have Twitter and YouTube and all of that set up in Chrome because I don't like Chrome to be honest. But I have to use Chrome to stream with StreamYards. So anyway, copy, tweet that, go to Facebook, tweet on Facebook. Crap. Yep. I got some sanding to do. I got a couple of charcuterie boards. I can't say that word without laughing. Okay, that didn't copy. Why not? Ah, this thing is so slow. I'm not the fastest, and this thing's slower than me, which makes it even worse because I'm slow and it's slow and everything's just slow. And then I start going faster than it, and it can't handle it, so it only half does it, and wham. Um, all right, posted note. All right, we're back to reality. Hello, comments. What's up, Ryan? Too early for this? No, it's not. This is late. I'm usually like today. I woke up late. I haven't been feeling well. Um, I didn't get up till like 6 o'clock this morning. I'm usually up at 4. I'm usually out here at 6 o'clock, and I didn't even get up until 6. But I got stuff to do. And where is that stuff I got to do? Oh, right here. All clamping up. So let's uncampicate it. These 3D printed legs, just so you know, I don't know, can you see these? Yeah. These are Betsy's. They have legs built in. They're like $15 for the set. These are Harbor Freight. I 3D printed some legs so that because the legs are they're helpful. It also puts a little soft pad on it. These are $6 plus I have to print the two legs. So, $10 after I print the legs. That's being generous. And you know what? They work just as well. The one thing they do really, really well is, clamp. And that's their whole job, and they do it. And I'm not a big Harbor Freight person, but when you can do it reasonably cheaply, ooh, these things, now these suck. I would not buy these. These are terrible. I mean, these do clamp. They don't clamp well. they'll strip out if you over clamp them. the way these work is they lock into this little thing. If you start putting any real pressure on it, it just bends this little part of the pipe here. So you can't really put any serious pressure on it, which in all reality, you don't need to. Tape stuff. But yeah, these work just fine, and they're like half the price. And the legs are on printables, or you can actually go to my website now that I have a website and I sell stuff, and I will sell you some pre-made ones, which I'm actually printing right now. I gotta find a better method than, I was hoping blue tape would come off of here easier, but it's not. I bought these pipes at Lowe's, and I will call out names now, because I generally around here like Lowe's better, and not because I think the store is just generally cleaner around here. I mean, it's just cleaner. I don't know what else to say. I don't think the materials are better or whatever, but these pipes, I just got some from Lowe's the other day, and I got these from Lowe's, and I got some other ones from Home Depot. The Home Depot pipe was like $1 more, but it seems like a lot better pipe. And not because of anything. This is like a painted finish, where the one from Home Depot is more like an iodized finish. I know it's not iodized, whatever. But it's a black coating, but it's not paint. It's just like a black coating, and it's smoother, and I don't think they bite as bad. And I'm printing legs for this one. I just literally got these yesterday. But the pipe is nicer. I think I'm going to use more, hate to say it, but I'm going to use more Home Depot pipe than I am Lowe's pipe from now on. So that one's all unclamplicated. That's going to be a pretty board. Isn't that pretty? These away. These away. Put this one in its own little slot because it's a different one. And put this aside because I got another one. Oh, crap. These ones don't have feet. Oh, boy. And it's very obnoxious. The feet are awesome, I gotta say. Okay, let go. I have a feeling I'm gonna really like this one and want to keep it. It's my problem. I keep making these like boards, and I keep looking at them going, I really want to keep that one. Which I did with a couple, but I got not keep them or give them to family who thinks they're awesome too. Come on, let go. The foot holds to the board better than it holds to the clamp. There's got to be a better way. I tried hot gluing these, and it just doesn't work. Yeah, having feet makes this a whole lot better for these. These are all 1/2 inch too. They're not 3/4. I have 3/4 over here. I'm gonna try not to use 3/4 because it's just huge and heavy and obnoxious. The problem is this 3/4 pipe is actually cheaper than the 1/2 inch. Come to find out, I mean it's not exorbitantly different, but a 4-foot piece of 3/4 is like $1.50 cheaper than the 1/2 inch is because it's more popular, at least around here. So they sell more, so blah blah blah. It's cheaper, but I still prefer the 1/2 inch because it's just lighter for what I'm using it for, and it's plenty strong enough. I cannot see any time where the 1/2 inch wouldn't be strong enough. and I just put the wrong link clamp in the wrong socket. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing over here, but get over it. Just putting clamps away. Nothing exciting. Not that I'm exciting anyways. But this board's going to look cool other than it's all like bowied. So I'm going to have to make a sled for the runner, for the planer. So I can, but this is all pieces of black walnut and the two pinstripes of maple in the middle. I think will look awesome. And then I'm going to put the handle down here and make it all, fancy charcuterie boardy looking. Charcuterie board looking. Yuppie looking. And then this one's going to be the same thing, except for it's going to be centered. I'm going to try and make it all. I might actually cut this one on the CNC. I know I'll cut this one on the I might cut this one on the CNC, but first I have to level them. And they both are a little bit wobbly, aren't they? This one's actually not. I can feed that one through just like it is. Although I think it's the glue keeping it level. Let's take off some goo. Let's take off some goo. The goo is not good. I thought I wiped these down. I did this one. Just where the pipes were that I didn't get it. This one, I guess I didn't do the back side because I did this side, didn't I? Yeah, I did. This is going to end up a thin board because these are all leftovers and scraps. I had to cut them down, but they're all blunted and warped, and as you can see, they didn't line up very well. But I wasn't really trying because I knew they were screwed up. That was a big chunk of glue. Didn't want to come off. I guess I need to sharpen this thing. I don't really want sharp, but it's just not cutting anymore. Let's try something else. I don't want to run it through the planer with all that glue. That's really, really bad. I gotta find a better way to. Let's try this. I tried this before and it worked pretty well. This is it's actually like a tile saw for this thing. Let me guess, the battery's dead. Yep. Well, let's charge that. And steal one from this, which I know is a good battery because I just charged it yesterday. Or the day before yesterday. It's going to get loud, guys. That's a lot easier. Oh boy, is that easier. No glue on that side. No goo on that side. Let's get the goo off of this one. of the glue is gone. That was quick and easy. That is the way to do it, that's for sure. There is no easier way. That I can think of. That is working beautifully. But that all the glue's gone. I can run it through the planer. But see, that's not that wobbly. No, the glue's gone. It's not wobbly at all. Might be able to just run it through. Well, I should glue sticks onto it so I don't get as much both of them. Don't get as much snipe out of the planer. I gotta fix that planer so it doesn't snipe as much because my tables are offset wrong. I reset them and then I reset them again and I reset them the second time off of resetting properly, so they're not reset well. This one's gonna be awesome, I think. Even though it's got like more colors, I can see the shape I'm gonna put in this. And this will be the handle, and by the time that black walnut's all finished and stained, this will be awesome. But I do need to make a sled for this. So let's do that now. They're about the same thickness, aren't they? Yep. So maybe I'll sled both of them, and then I can just run them both at the same time. Let's see. I got a piece of 3/4 here with some junk nailed onto it. Got a piece of 1/4 inch. I gotta get plywood, but plywood's freaking more expensive than some of these woods nowadays. Is this big enough to be a sled? Not really. Not really. Maybe I'm not making a sled. I really don't have any big enough pieces of plywood over here. What else do I have? I got some old crappy pine. They're not wide enough. They're not really long enough. So that ain't working. That's not working. I guess I'm SOL. Well, there's another way I can do it. With some old crappy pine by just doing it to the sides. And that will give me anti-snipey stuff. If I make it a little too long. Alright, before I go any further, I gotta remember to keep putting this thing on. I know it looks ridiculous, and I don't care, because it saves my laundry. And I do think I need a better one. But this was a good test apron. And it does help keep my clothes cleaner. And that's its whole job, is to make it so I don't have to do laundry quite as often. Because sawdust is the laundry killer. This isn't really long enough either to de-snipe also. It's just a scrap piece of I don't know what somebody brought me. Oh, here, you want some wood? Sure. I think this is an old bed frame, actually. Pretty sure this is an old bed frame. Look at this big monstrosity of beautifulness. Isn't that pretty? This is for someone. Can't say because they might watch. Not likely, but they might. What else do I got for crap pine that I could, or just crap wood? Could be crap cedar for all I care. Crap oak, like this crap. This is what I was making clamps out of, but it's just it's old rotten red oak, and it's just rotten. And that's almost long enough. That should remove most of the snipe. Actually, I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to hand saw that off. And that's gone. It can go in the burn pile. And I believe I can just hot glue this on this side, hot glue this on this side. I can rip this down that much so I don't have to plane it all out. Vacuum is on the table saw. And where are my push sticks? All right, it's going to get loud, guys. And there we go. Now I've got two little scrapulations. I'll actually need four that I can feed through the planer and plane it off with this. That was dumb. And yeah, noise. And this way, I can eliminate some snipe on the board and sort of hold it flat all in one. I don't want about 4 inches beyond that, so right around here somewhere. That should be enough. And at least get one of these with no snipe. And this is kind of the thinner one. This one I actually want to thin out. What's up, Cindy Poole? How is life? We don't normally see you. We normally see your husband. It's an honor and a privilege to have you come to my stream. So, hot glue gun time. I just bought hot glue for the big hot glue gun because I'm tired of using a little hot glue gun that only takes forever to heat up, but doesn't actually spit out that much hot glue. So I bought some hot glue for this big old gun, which I have no idea if it even works. I haven't used it in probably 10 years. Is there even an on-off switch for it? I don't see one. Is it getting warm? got off work this morning. You're not supposed to get off work in the morning. You're supposed to go to work in the morning. Okay, no, I just bought hot glue. What did I do with it? Over here. A big old bag of hot glue. Because it was on sale during that whole thing. Oh, Ryan, are you still here? Can you delete that guy? Because otherwise I got to sign into YouTube and frickin' ban that guy. Why am I thinking this is too fat? No, it's not. It's getting even warm. It's starting to get warm. Not really hot, but it's starting to get warm. Yeah, Ryan, are you on YouTube? Or Cindy? I'm pretty sure I made Ryan a mod here so he can delete the Fun Girls frickin' post, dude. Now I remember why. Oh, you moved over. I see you're the same person. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you're not a. I don't think you're a mod, are you? I didn't make you a mod. Ryan's a mod. He was here. Oh well. I will. This is why I don't sign into YouTube that much anymore, because I usually do Twitch, because I prefer Twitch. Actually, I prefer YouTube, but you get a lot less of that crap on Twitch. I gotta sign into YouTube and ban and report and kill frickin'. I just don't get why those guys even do that. It's like, why? Why? What do you think you're doing? What's the point? Nobody wants that crap. Why are you even bothering? Report. Unwanted pornograph or sexual material. Goodbye. Hide. Report. They got like a space, so there's two of them there with the same name, but they're not the same. Anyway, alright, that's taken care of. And we're back to, yeah, I just, I don't see them making any money. How are they, why bother? How many people click on that or follow that? I don't see anybody, I don't know anybody that would. Okay, it's warm. It's sort of working. I think I'm going to let it sit a little bit longer. Or not, because it's dripping. There it goes. This thing hasn't been used in probably 10 years. No exaggeration. I've been using the little one for the last couple of years. Because I thought it would be easier, and it's just not. It's just not easier. And that, my friends, should hold this board somewhat flat. So when I run it through the planer, oh crap, that didn't work. I'm going to put it on there crooked. Dumbass. That wasn't too bright of me. Dumbassery! That would be me. I dumbasserated it. All right, let's try that again. Yeah, don't push down on that. Just push in on it. And I pushed down again, didn't I? Yep. Crap. I just can't win today. All right, that'll work. All right, that's somewhat flat. Okay, it's going to get very, very noisy. I got to shut that off. I'll let it reheat for the next one. This is going to get extremely noisy, just so you all know. And it's raining out, and I'm opening the door, and it is warm. It's very rainy and humid and hot for this time of year. It's like 15 degrees above normal temperature, and we're getting like Florida weather here, all rain and humid and where. All right, let's bring this down so it catches right there, and feed it really loud, guys. There we go. Now it's fighting for you here. Time to go to smaller bites. That might be too much of a bite. Now the other side. And we got the other thin one. We got a howl over here. Alrighty. That was freaking awesome. There's still a hollow right here, but I'm going to be cutting most of that off. So, oh, come on. Oh, Jesus. Hot glue usually doesn't hold that well. There we go. Jesus. I guess that's good hot glue. It actually tore out some of the pine. That's unusual. That's very unusual. Hi, Norm. I wish I was Norm. Norm's worth a lot of money. I just watched a thing on him. They had a special on him not too long ago because he retired completely from it. I don't know, like a year ago, because his health isn't great and everything. Him and the landscape guy there, Roger, both have health issues, so they did their formal retirement from this old house, and they had kind of a special on it for both of them, different shows, but it was kind of cool watching Norm. Norm's a good guy. Norm was a good carpenter, way better than me in most cases, I will say that. He's a good builder. Wonder if I can just use this. If it's actually thick enough. This is going to be a very thin one, but it was kind of the plan. I don't even think it's half-inch thick anymore. Yeah, it should be. Looks about half-inch. This one's going to be thicker. This was all scraps that were bowed and have too many knot holes in it. And, that was just a last minute, hey, that'll be cool thing. Let's plug that turn the hot glue gun back on. It's already plugged in. I just turned the switch off. And let's cut this. I will use this right about here. This one's almost flat. So really all I need is a lead in and a lead out for, although it's got a little bit of a wobble. I need a lead in and a lead out for snipe to prevent snipe. I think something's up here because nothing's laying flat. Is this thing warp-dated? Yep. This is warp-dated right here. Which I am not surprised. I need to find another piece. I think I have another one over there. Let's hot glue this one on there. It should be hot enough by now. Let's grab another stick. Is this long enough, wide enough, good enough? I think it will be. Actually, this is a piece I just threw away, but I think it's tall enough this way. It is. Close enough, anyways. All it's got to do is hold it flat while it goes through the planer. Wonder if the hot glue will frick up the planer nice. I left tape on by accident one time, blue tape that was stuck on from the clamps, and I ran it through there, not thinking about it. It was just like, yeah, it's just blue tape. And it not only coated the knives with blue tape, which, came right off them and it didn't hit anything, but it sent blue tape confetti all over my yard. And I do shoot everything out in the yard, but only the natural. Like, if this was plywood or something, I wouldn't shoot it out in the yard. I'd collect it and put it in the regular garbage. Only the natural woods and stuff do I shoot out in my driveway. I mean, it is a dirt driveway, so it's not a big deal, but yeah, there was blue tape confetti all out in my driveway. It was not pretty. Matter of fact, I think there's still some here and there because I just couldn't get it all. There was a lot of it. This hot glue holds pretty well, I will say. Whatever brand this is, I just bought it off of Amazon, stupid cheap. Yeah, I used to watch Norm. I still watch This Old House, and what's that new one where they go to people's houses and just fix little things? It's a This Old House, but they do the 2 half-hour shows. I still watch it. I've been actually watching it more and more because I'm just tired of regular television, especially in the last month or so. I've been watching a lot of it, that and just YouTube, because I can't deal with all the political ads for either side. I just don't. Neither one of them. I just don't care. Shut the hell up, both of you. I am done with politics. They both suck, and that's that. All right, let's try it again, Sam. This should work. One more. That, my friend, is purdy. Almost kind of like the pine on the outside edge. Put the salt away. We can bring this stuff back inside and close the door because it's all yucky out. It's raining. It's spreedankling. It's spreedankling outside. We turn the hot glue gun off because I'm done with that. We roll the hot glue. Yeah. This is walnut, maple. Then there's a piece of Purple Heart, which right after you plane it, it turns kind of gray. But after it sits out in the oxygen for like a day, it turns really purple. Then we have Padauk, which is freaking orange. I don't know if the camera is bringing it, but that is Cheetos freaking orange. No lie, that's the color of it. And then Wingay, which is very black, and it turns even more black when you oil it. Look at that, it's breaking the freaking pine. That's a good hot glue gun. It's almost too good for what I'm trying to use it for. Holy crap. Let's get some oomph to it. That's good hot glue. Almost too good. That's some serious hot glue, baby. Oh, I gotta get rid of some of that. Holy crap. It really stuck on there, didn't it? That's interesting. Like I said, I've literally not used that hot glue gun in, I'm gonna say, 10 years. I can't believe it actually worked. I bought the glue because it was I don't know what, a month ago or a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was, Amazon had their Black Friday early, let's make more sales because we can thing. But there was a couple of good sales, and I bought some CA glue for about half of what it normally was, and I bought the hot glue sticks, figuring, hey, even if the gun doesn't work after that long, I can just buy another one at that price. I needed hot glue anyways, and I don't really want to use the little one anymore than I have to because it's a pain in the butt. So I was like, you know what? I'll just buy the hot glue, and if I have to buy another hot glue gun, so be it. But I have one. I really want a battery-powered one, but I guess the only one that really makes one is a Ryobi. And actually, everyone says it works really well, but I don't have Ryobi anything. And I'm trying to downsize my battery varieties. I'm basically down to Milwaukee for shop tools, all 12-volt Milwaukee. All my big tools that I used to do construction with, which I still have most of, are Makita. And I've gotten rid of all the Porter cables and the weird varieties. I had one of these and two of those, and I had a Hitachi 12-volt for the Dremel tool because I had a cordless, Dremel tool. It wasn't Dremel, it was Hitachi, but I liked it better than the Dremels. Might as well put that in there too. Start using this thing. Yeah, this is going to be pretty. Now I got to figure out a design for it. There was something else I needed to do. Needs good sanding, but all the joints look good. And I don't see any major gaps or holes, or there are like some knots and stuff up here, but it's just charcuterie board, same with this. Not a cutting board per se. That's going to look really cool with just that blonde stripes there. You may not be able to see it in the camera, but there's actually two maple stripes with a thin stripe of walnut in between them. It's like racing stripes, man. It's like it like goes fast, vroom vroom, because it's got racing stripes. Yeah, that's it. It's like 60 degrees in here, and I'm sweating. Drinking ginger ale at 9 o'clock in the morning. I must have a cold. And don't take COVID. I don't have COVID. I'm anti-COVID. No, I actually checked. I don't have COVID. I took a test last night. I will maybe take another one today because I am feeling like crap again. Just to be safe. Because I do have people coming. I should probably take one soon. Because we have some fancy people coming today to look at the house. I gotta figure out what I want to do with this one. I just kind of glued this together with scraps because I thought it would look cool. I had the little stripes. Oh, come on with the frickin' porno crap. Seriously, dudes? Are you really that desperate? I'm just gonna. This is why I don't stream on YouTube that much anymore. It's just not worth it because of these fucking idiots. There should be a way to just anything. Isn't there a block that you can put like requirements in, and if they meet these requirements, they can't post? Report. Porno. Report. Okay. Report. Porno crap. Because you're porno freaking idiots. Why? Just why? I just don't get these. I think they get off on irritating people. Just okay. They're all taken care of. So yeah, 2 boards ready to be cut up. I think I'm just gonna sketch on this one some ideas with a pencil, very lightly. I got a pencil right here. Here I'm looking for another pencil. You remember I'm wearing these. So I think I'm gonna do the round here on the bottom. Like so. Okay. Is this pencil not grabbing the lead anymore? Round on the bottom. I don't know, can you guys see this? The pencil on the black. And then here, it's gonna come off here. I think I'm gonna do a sharp round, and then a sharp back, and then make the handle with the stripe in the middle. I don't even think I'm going to put a hole in the handle. I'm too aggressive on my pencils. Spanking paddle. I'm going to bring this out earlier so it sort of matches that one. It's beeping. I hear something beeping. Oh, with a battery charger. Battery charged. Maybe even earlier. There's enough material here. Yeah, I like that. Use as much as I can of it because it's going to be pretty. You think, can you even see it? Does it show up on the camera? You can sort of see my lines over here. Over here. I think I'm going to take this to the bandsaw right now. Because I think that's what I'm going to do, and before I change my mind, I'm just going to do it. But I think I want a more accurate. And I can actually come right to the end here. Make it that half-inch longer. Not waste as much material. Ain't that pretty? Let's bandsaw that baby. I didn't know I could block the user right here in StreamYards. That's nice. That's a new learn. I really don't have the right blade for that in there, but I'll make it work. Is the power on? Yes. Let's head over to the bandsaw. Cut this one out. Yeah, I think that'll work. Come on, baby, tension up. Let's do it. There's the bottom. Debating on the handle. Because I kind of want the pinstripes in the middle of it, I think. Like right in the middle. Like right in the middle. But I'm not sure I can. think that's kind of a waste. Almost. I might just go. No, I like the handle. I was thinking about like just making it a weird shape here to accommodate all of the joints, but um, I like having the handle. I like having the handle. Kind of wasn't. Either want it in the center or wicked offset, which is what I'm testing now. The wicked offset part. This gives me more material. Once again, that I'm not throwing out. Gives me a bigger handle. But then, should I cut the hole in it? Well, that's the biggest one. If I don't like it, I can always cut it down to the ones I did like. So let's try it. Really put a smaller blade on here. I don't even think I have one for this one. I think this is the smallest blade I bought for it. That didn't make it to the box. Kind of a big handle. Maybe I will make the handle a little smaller. Well, it's not terrible, and after I clean it all up, it will be a little bit smaller. Kind of want to take this knot out. What is happening here? I kind of like it. It's not 100% with it, but I kind of like it. I think I actually want to make the handle a little smaller on this side and offset the stripe more. Like so. And bring this in a little more. Get a nice flowy look. Yep, I think that's it. I like that. Cut it out. I know you guys probably can't see it because it's pencil on black walnut, and I wasn't really showing you. That went a little deeper than I wanted, but it's gonna be all right. That feels about right. In the hand, it's a little wide here. I might cut a little more off. I want to bring this, but I can get the blade in there to bring this arc in a little tighter. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Little sanding, little shaping. It's really tight right there. Maybe I'll take one of these. I'm gonna. That's just too tight of a corner. Do it again, Sam. Yeah, that's a little better. I can smooth that out with a sander. Make this arc more smooth here. Yeah, I think that'll look good. One down. This one I want symmetrical. So I think I got to measure it up and bring it inside and cat it because these are all very symmetrical, and I want to make it all perfect. So I'll use the CNC to make an absolute perfect cut. That and it's a lot easier to sand because all these little jiggy jaggies are a bitch to sand. It's not bad. I can almost make this handle even a little smaller, and that would smooth that out. gonna. Looking at my pencil marks, I think I'm gonna. Probably overcutting it now, overthinking it. Yeah, I kind of overthought it, but it is a nicer shape for a handle. I might knock this out because it looks funny where these aren't parallel, but it's close, and I can clean that up after I sand it. That one's pretty much set. I do like that pinstripe. How's this puppy gonna look when it's all wet? When it's all finished? Let's do a quick oil in and clean up and remove this pencil marks while I'm at it. There you go. That's basically what it'll look like all finished. That is pretty. I like black walnut. Everybody likes black walnut. It's just one of the nicest woods out there. It's pretty sweet. Yep, that'll be a pretty one. Yes, sirree, Bob. That will be nice. So, might as well use what little rubbing alcohol I got left to clean off my mat here. Gotta be careful. I found that rubbing alcohol, which I didn't think would, um, reacts with the silicone. This one's not so bad. My thinner one. It comes right back, but it makes the silicone pucker up. Once it dries off, it returns. But it's funny, it like bubbles. If you put a drop of rubbing alcohol in the silicone, it bubbles up around it. It's kind of bizarre. Which I knew like harsh chemicals might do, but I didn't think rubbing alcohol would. Rubbing alcohol, I guess, can be considered a harsh chemical, but I don't really consider it a harsh one. I don't need my gloves for it. It's not like paint thinner and all those other ones that people use, which is why I use it, because it's nowhere near as bad for you. Not that it's good for you, because a lot of it is not, but it ain't gonna kill you like some of them do. This thing cooled off yet? Seems to have. I can put it away now. Oh, come on, unplug. Still a little warm, but it's not hot. And it's going on a piece of tile anyway, so it don't matter a whole lot. Not a whole lot. What time is it? I've been streaming for an hour and 16 minutes. I gotta do some sanding on that big board. I still have to design and figure out this one, which should be easy. But I might as well measure it up now. And I can't find my little itty bitty tape measure again. Let's bring out the phone so I can write it down. Oh, the other thing I'm doing right now, I should go inside and check on it, is I decided, I don't know why, like a dumbass today, there's a new Mac OS coming out. And my Mac, I tried a whole bunch of software, and I linked a whole bunch of plugins, did a whole bunch of stuff trying to set up my website. And if you didn't know, I have a freaking website. Here you go. For the one whole person still watching. You can go there, and all the stuff I'm making you can actually buy, or most of it. Some of it I'm making pre-order for someone that's already ordered it. Pre-order, yeah, as an order. Width is, but anyway, that's my website. I've been ordering crap and building crap and downloading crap. And there's a new Mac OS that came out today, or well, actually I think it came out like 2 days ago, but I decided to install it today. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wipe everything because I know all those little plugins and everything, like, leave little bits and bytes and stuff behind even after you delete them. They still leave files and preferences and crap behind it. It just never goes away. Mac or PC or even Linux. Linux does it too. They all do it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to clean it all out. I'm going to wipe the drive and reinstall from scratch. So my computer is doing that now. It's reloading the OS. I wiped it this morning, completely wiped it, which is probably a mistake. I tried to back up everything I could, but I have a feeling I missed stuff because I always do. 22, and I'm using millimeters or centimeters, so it's 223 millimeters. Not those numbers. 223 by full length is 575. Right? Yeah, 575. 575 millimeters. And then the outside edge is 400 even. 400 even. I got those pretty well set. Put that in parentheses. 400. That's my outskirts. And then this is about 452. 450. I'm going to go because that one's a little shorter. 450. I should just do this on paper. The actual final thickness is, well, 3/4 of an inch, which is, let's put it on millimeters, 18.5 millimeters. So let's just say 18. My fat fingers are too fat for this. So anyway, there's that. Now I just got to figure out what I want to do with it. I think I'm going to leave this square here. Just square this up. And then do really clean, almost, maybe even square cuts here. And here. Just past this. And then just do a loopy handle. Make it very square and straight. And use as much of the wood as I can. And just make this straight across here. Go right here. Go up. Make it almost not even a loop paddle handle, just a straight paddle handle. I wonder how that'll look. How do I like that? I don't really like that. I like the teardrop handle better. So something like that. Definitely like a teardrop handle. Better than a straight handle. This one should be pretty. As you can see with these two, these are just pieces I had around. I don't want to say scraps because these are far from scraps, but they were pieces I had left over from other cuts. And I'm like, if I glue them together, I can make one. So it wasn't a pre-planned design like some of them are. It was glue it together and I'll design it around the glue up, which quite honestly I do a lot of, and I usually like those better than the pre-planned ones. They just look nicer. They look more organic. If I just go at an angle here, I kind of like that. And then just go into the handle. I like that a lot. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Do the angle here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I had it going straight across and then go up into the teardrop of the handle. If I go up in the angle and then go in the teardrop of the angle of a handle, teardrop handle, um, I'm not losing all of this. I'm keeping most of it. This is the shortest piece. Yeah, baby. I think that's gonna look good. I like it. And if I cut it on the CNC, I can make sure these are symmetrical, much more so than I normally would. Than I can by hand without making all kinds of templates and stuff. And I can make all kinds of templates and stuff. That's fine. But it's just easier to do it on the CNC, and I got the CNC, so I might as well use it. This thing's like not centered on my back or something. It's bothering me, but still keeping me cleaner. I'm not carrying sawdust into the house as much. I'm gonna wear the damn thing. It's not really my style, but I'm gonna wear it. I look like Mario Brothers. Someone who said that. Oh, Vince said that. Vince said I look like a Mario brother, which is fine. All right, I think I'm gonna kill it because I got crap I gotta do inside. Well, I gotta sand that, that. Yeah, I'm not into sanding. My nose is stuffed. Mildly, but it's stuffed. I'm gonna have to sand all this. So when I start sanding, I might as well do all my sanding at once. Right, right. I need a power rasp I can hold in place. That drill press sucks. I need to get rid of that. I'd actually rather have a desktop one, countertop one. The thing bobbles and has all kinds of issues. I shouldn't say that. Most of it is the bits and stuff I put in it. It's just too big, and I don't need it. I don't need the big. What's up, Mitch? You came just in time for me to say I'm probably going to head out. Because I'm going to go inside and do some CAD work to make this here cutting board into awesomeness. Charcuterie board. This won't be a cutting board. This will be a charcuterie board. I cannot say that word without like making fun of it. Charcuterie. It's a freaking cheese board, serving board. But yes, I think I'm gonna go inside and bring it with me and lay it out. Yeah, for spanking your butt. Yes, butt paddlers. It's what moms and dads used to use in the 50s, 60s, and 70s to paddle your butt when you were a bad little kid. My mother used to use a wooden spoon. She had a very heavy duty wooden spoon, and that was its whole purpose. Yeah, I was going to freehand it, but I think I want to make this as pretty symmetrical. I want to make the cut symmetrical, and yeah, it's easier on the CNC than it is to try and make templates or freaking dick around. I can design it in Fusion, spit it out, and have it cut on the CNC in like an hour. Yeah, wooden spoons sound like a good thing to carve, but they're really not. They're a hand carvy thing. They're kind of you could do it on the CNC. It's just not worth it. Not unless you do like a flat handled one to do all the arcs and then get both sides and do all that work. It's just a pain in the butt on the CNC. It's easier to just do it by hand, and usually it looks better because you don't really want it necessarily. Everything looks now better non-symmetrical. It's the new thing. You don't want everything perfect. Although I'm going to make this one perfect or close. It may still not be perfect, but it will be close, and I like it. And it's all book matched. I book matched the oak. I book matched the pine, which or the maple, which doesn't really look it, but it actually is. The purple heart doesn't matter because the screen's so straight. The Padauk doesn't matter because it's so thin. But even the grain pattern in the Wingay is book matched. So basically, you split the wood and you fold it open, and it's called book matched. Yes, Purple Heart's probably my favorite too. I really like this Padauk too, but I hate working with it. Come to find out, um, for one, it's super duper dangerous, and I should get a respirator. That should be my next purchase because it's really Padauk has got the sawdust from Padauk. If it gets in your lungs, is like really bad, from what I understand, which I didn't know until recently. So is Purple Heart, but not as bad. But it's Cheetos colored. If you touch it with the wrong stuff, like check this out. I'll do it right now. Rubbing alcohol removes the color on the Padauk. You'll get a kick out of this. All you gotta do is rub it across it, and you get bright Cheetos frickin' dust. It's a rubbing alcohol. Look at the color of that. It's like Cheetos, baby. It literally looks like the same. I thought it was fake. It was like, what is that? Would they color it? Nope, that's the color of Padauk. Yeah, it is weird. It's freaking expensive. I bought a little, I don't know, 2 foot piece by like a foot wide because I saw it at the store and it was absolutely clear and it has this wicked pattern in it. And I was thinking about just making one thing with it, but I've been using it for trim accent strips like these because it's just so freaking expensive. No, it doesn't come off in your food. It only comes off with rubbing alcohol and water, oils actually seal it. Will seal the color. The color only comes off in rubbing alcohol and paint thinners. If you use water on it, once you wax it, that color doesn't come off with the Padauk, or it shouldn't. If it is, you're actually getting you did something else to it. Because you can rub water on it and it doesn't, and oil will actually seal the color in. It's only when you use rubbing alcohol or paint thinner or it's like an oil based color, stain, dye, whatever. Yeah, all of my boards get soaked in mineral spirit or mineral oil, food grade mineral oil. They get soaked in it at least overnight, sometimes 2 nights, depending on how dry they are. And then they get 2 or 3 or 4 or a dozen coats of it's beeswax and mineral oil. all food grade stuff, and a lot of them I heat treat it too. I melt the wax into the wood. You got to be really careful though, because the heat will actually separate the glue. The only thing that makes Titebond 3 separate is heat. So never ever put a wood board in the dishwasher because it'll fall apart. Don't put it in the oven. But it's got to be pretty hot for it to work. But a heat gun's hot enough to start peeling the glue. The glue will start separating from the wood with the Titebonds. And most glues. Most glues will release under heat. I'm going to like this one. It's one of these ones I'm going to want to keep. I'm not going to want to sell it. I have a feeling that is going to be one pretty ass board. When it's all, I mean, it is now. I could almost leave it. Just be like, oh, look, it's like square it up a little bit, clean up some of it, sand it, and leave it like the Eiffel Tower board. Square up the end, square up the end. These are almost square already. That would actually be weird and kind of cool. Maybe I'll do that one time instead of doing all the roundy, everyone does the round stuff. Do it like Tetrisy, square. On that note, I've been going for an hour and a half, which isn't the longest I've ever gone, but I got other stuff I got to do, and not much left to do out here that I want to do, because I don't want to sand with my stuffy nose. I have a stuffy nose. And I have to talk to some people. Chris Travis, I think, wants a board. He wants a special custom-made board. He was talking to me the other day, and I kind of put him off, because I was, like, jammed. And I got to go check on my computer because it's installing the new update. And I didn't just install the new OS update for Macs. I wiped the drive. So that's probably going to be the rest of my day is reinstalling everything, which is basically what I wanted to do. Because like I said earlier, I've been playing with plugins and applications and all that, and deleting and adding and deleting and adding, and they always leave crap behind. They always leave every application you install on your computer, and I don't care if it's a Mac, a PC, or a Linux, they all leave their little mark behind in your operating system. I was like, you know what? If I'm going to update the OS, they usually wait. It came out, 2 days ago? I usually wait a month and let all the bugs fix out, but I actually betaed some of it, and it was pretty stable already, and I had no problems with any of my software. So I wiped the drive, wiped it clean, and it's reinstalling the OS from scratch. And that way, all the crap I'm not going to use, I won't reinstall, and all that crap will be off my hard drive, and it should run a little cleaner, which I really haven't had that much problems. There was like a little glitch. I had one piece of software that was kind of glitching out, but it was the actual software, and I deleted it, and it was just a plugin for a website, and I think it just attached too much crap. So anyway, that's my next thing. So I'm out. You all have a good day.